Hey everyone, Decab13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Hollow Ataraxia. Alright, so we're just going to be running through, seeing what new events we could find, then probably moving on to the next story beat. So, let's go on with Rin at the station. I wipe the sweat off my forehead as I head towards the crowded streets in front of the Shinto station. The shortening of days makes one feel the arrival of late autumn. But what's with today? I should have worn a hat. And then, as I'm looking for shade, I meet someone familiar.
Yo, Tosaka, what are you looking at?
Yo, Tosaka, what are you looking at? So nothing played out of my speakers. I was wondering if it broke or something? Did something catch your interest? I turned towards whatever she was facing earlier.
Waku waku zaboon?
See, I didn't turn the volume down that much. I heard like nothing when they spoke. What the hell was that about? Just opened this summer. An all-season indoor water park. Everything from water slides to artificial wave pools are housed under its domed roof. It always feels like summer, or so the advertisement says.
確か7月にオープンしたばっかだ。新聞の折り込み広告で見た覚えがある。
そういう初対じみたチェックは欠かさないわね。どんな感じなのかしら。
さあ、知り合いで行ったことあるやついないからな。そういえば、遠坂の家って洋風だけど、もしかして自家用プールなんかあったりする？
あるわよ、そんなの。お金の無駄だから使ってないけど。
She answers matter-of-factly. Perfect answer for the mere mortals that imagine a huge mansion like hers as having one in the backyard.
言っておくけど、あれとは比べ物にならないくらい小さいわよ。せいぜい15メートルぐらいね。
大きさの問題ではないんだ、登坂。あのな、普通の家にはそもそもプールなんかない。
Damn those capitalists. I wish they'd all slip and fall on the side of their own pools. Hey, come on, Shirou.
何？
I say that because my house has a pool. It's not like it's an especially big house either. Anyway.
そりゃまあ一度くらいは。そういう自家用プールがどうなってるか体験してみたくはある。
へえ、意外ね。エミヤ君はレジャーを楽しめる性格じゃないと思ってたのに。
まあたまたま興味が湧いたというか、この前シンジに無理やり映画に連れて行かれてさ、豪邸で暮らす大富豪の孫娘と天涯孤独の流れ者の男が恋に落ちる話なんだけど。
自発的に映画を見に行くのはいいことだけど、なんか男二人にしては微妙な選択ね。
What's wrong with that?
まあ聞けって。男は傷つけられるばかりの生活を送るうちに、いつしか傷つける側に回っていてさ、その閉ざされた心を不思議なムードを漂わせたヒロインが奔放な魅力で解放していくんだ。面白かった。で、どこか母性をくすぐる男にヒロインも魅了されて、とうとう恋に落ち、駆け落ちを決心する。その屋敷での最後の夜、二人きりでプールで戯れるシーンがあったんだよ。写真集が一冊出来上がりそうなほどみずみずしいカットの連続で、まだ心に焼き付いてる。
なるほど、いい映画じゃない、それ。
Of course. The man's other affair was also exposed, and he's murdered by the main heroine. The climactic ending of the corpse floating in the pool also left a deep mark in my heart. Or was it the woman that died?
ま、いいでしょ。
Rin doesn't know that part.
そういうことなら、プールのことを考えてあげなくもないわ。
本当か？
たまには心の税金も忘れていいかなって。よし、許す許す。一日じっくり修行するって約束もあったしね。みっちり教え込んだ後、ご褒美としてプール開きを許可しましょう。
What's with the sudden change of heart? Tosaka's mood has improved dramatically.
じゃあ遠坂邸のプール解禁ということで約束だぞ。後になって水道代折半とかなしだぞ。
ええ、招待するからにはそんな不手際はやらないわ。次の夏は期待していいのかもね。
Tosaka grins happily. She's having fun mocking the poor, it seems.
あ、そうだ。セイバーも連れて行っていいかな。
It's a rare opportunity. She does not like that, though. It'd be a waste for me to keep it all to myself.
どういうことそれ。
だって一人で泳いだってつまらないじゃないか。
一人？
Oh. Oh, Shirou.
だからみんなでパーッと華やかにやろう。セイバーだけじゃなくサクラやライダーも呼んで。
I count up all the people living at my house with my fingers.
イリアの常冬の城も温泉はあってもいつも寒いんじゃプールはないだろうし、誘えば喜ぶかも。
Oh, she's really not gonna like that. You're inviting Ilya into her house.
あ、そうなると藤姉も呼ばないとへそを曲げるよな。
ちょっとエミヤくん。
ああ、そうか。気が回らなくて悪かった。
気が回らないにも程があるわよ。
三綴や牧寺たちも呼べってんだな。もちろんさ、賑やかなことはいいことだ。
Oh boy.
違うでしょこの当変木。
なんだ、片付けもちゃんとするから、俺たちがプールで遊んでいる間、遠坂はずっと家の中で休んでてくれていいんだぞ。
You fucking idiot. Tosaka falls into total silence, as if greatly displeased by something.
確かにちょっとうるさくはなるか
Shirou.
も。でもせっかくのプライベートプールだろ。周りの迷惑を気にせず騒げるんだから、羽目を外して外じゃできないこともいろいろやっちゃえるわけだし。
Things that can't be done in public, such as using inflatable toys while others are swimming, having barbecues, and so on. Just thinking about it makes me excited. Dude, you really used the wrong fucking words here, man.
な、ちょっといいだろそういうの。
Jesus Christ.
わけないでしょ何考えてるこのけだもの。
You know, honestly, deserved. I'm suddenly aware of the burning heat. The scorching asphalt road burns my skin.
熱い。
Unable to withstand it, I flip over and lie on my back.
うちの庭で私の目の前で何するつもりよ。信じらんないこのアーチャー予備軍。決めた。これからはシロ以外もう誰も一歩たりともうちの敷地に入れない。
Yeah, make the decree, Ren.
待て、なんでそんな結論に。俺だけ特別ひいきされる覚えなんてないぞ。
覚えもう鈍すぎていい。
Whoa, hey, Ren, you can't fucking say that. Whoa, hey, Ren.
なんだそれ。
I'm gonna have to fucking
落ち着い
edit
て理
that.
由を話せ、遠坂。
Whoa. Different time, different time. Jesus Christ.
開き直ったわね、いきなり。
もう確かに俺はちょっと鈍感かもしれない。
ちょっと
すまん、すごくだった。なんだ、だからそのはっきり言ってくれないとわからない。俺には遠坂の説明が必要なんだ。
それはつまり。
そうか、説明するにはまずこれだな。
ありがとう。違う。だからエミヤ君は 私のプールの掃除をするからエミヤくんだけ招待するの。
俺そんな約束してないぞ。
Well, I can't really say that. I was actually planning on cleaning everything by myself. I remember the titanic struggle of cleaning Homarahara Academy's pool before it opened. A 15-meter, 8-lane swimming pool. I had to take out the water, scrape off all the moss, and disinfect the surface. It's a tough job. It's supposed to be the swim club's duty, but thinking back, I've helped them every year. So for that reason alone, I am a veteran.
約束するまでもないでしょ。対価もなしにプールを使おうなんて10日交換の原則に反するんだから。
Nicely done. So she planned to trick me into doing manual labor from the start. No, she didn't, you fucking idiot. This is why you can't let your guard down around Tosaka.
いいじゃん。それならみんなでプール掃除をするから認めてくれ。
本当にわかんないやつね、あんたって。私はうちに退去して上がられたくないって言ってるの。
トサカみんなと仲いいのに？
それはこれとは別問題。せっかくのプライベートプールなのにわざわざ人口密度高くしてどうするのよ。
要するにトサカは大勢で騒ぐのは趣味じゃないと。
I don't think he's getting it, Ren.
いいよ。じゃあトサカが留守の間家の管理はずっと面倒を見よう。その10日交換にプールをセイバーたちにも開放してくれよ。
Oh, brother.
静かに大事に使うからそれでいいだろ。
いいわけあるか。絶望的なまでの巡りの悪さね。この暑さでイカれてかこんちくしょ。
I'm doomed. It feels like Tosaka's anger just went up a level.
いいからもう何も考えないこと。家のプールを使うのはシローだけ。セイバーたちに貸すのは永遠になしなんだから。わかった。わかったら副将。はい。
プールを使うのは俺だけなのかな。
反応遅い。プールを使うのは自分だけです。プールで遊ぶのは自分たちだけです。はい副将。
いやプールを使うのは俺だけです。プールで遊ぶのは俺たちだけです。
遅い、もう一回いい。プールを使うのは自分だけです。プールで遊ぶのは自分たちだけです。プールに誘うのは私だけです。はい副将。
ああもうプールを使うのは俺だけ、プールで遊ぶのは俺たちだけ、プールに誘うのはトサカだけ。これでいいのか？
What? Seems like I said something that doesn't quite feel right at the end.
よろしい。やればできるじゃない、シロ。
Now in front of me is one sulking Tosaka.
また今のはプール、いやデートの誘いをしたことになる。
当然でしょ。はっきり言ったじゃないエミヤ君。
まあいや俺は嬉しいけど、じゃあトサカの家のプールで？
ダメ。うちのプールじゃ割が合わないわ。明日か明後日にでもシロをあれに連れてくわよ。
Her fingers pointing towards the giant glass dome in the distance.
ワクワクザブーニか？
ええ、ヨーロッパの本格リゾート地を思わせるゆったりした空間が魅力的。水温は体温に近い33度から34度に保たれ、1年を
I think
通
that's
じ
supposed
て
to
楽
be
しめるプー
degrees,
ル
but
リ
for
ゾ
some
ート
reason
よ。
the text isn't appearing properly. She passionately reads the words from the billboard.
いやそれはすごいな。
じゃあもっと感動する。プールサイドはビーチの水際のように浅瀬のマリン感覚を楽しめる水遊びエリアで、キノコの滑り台はちびっこに大人気とか書いてあるし。
She
さ
just reading the
あ、あの
billboard.
バラエティに富んだ常夏の楽園で心も体も分解されなさい。
それを言うなら解放だ。というかそのなんだ、さっきの冗談抜きで現実なのか？
現実も現実よ。エミヤ君はあそこで私とデートするの。
またデートはいいけど、あそこでデートっていうのは急すぎないか？
むしろ遅すぎるぐらいよ。 水着も新調したばかりだし、ちょうどいいわ。まだ誰にも見せてないから、シローに初お披露目してあげる。
Shock feels not unlike getting my heart pierced by gay bulk. Tosaka's swimsuit? Just looking at her in her casual clothes already takes my breath away. If I see her like that, I'll drop dead in an instant.
次の夏にはまた育ってるだろうから、その頃だとあの水着エッチになって着られなくなっちゃってるかも。あ、シローはそっちの方がいいのかしら。
Still growing? I'm sure she isn't talking about her height, so I can rest easy. No, I can't! My heart's already pounding like crazy, even with her figure obscured by clothes. On top of an instant death, I'll be guaranteed to come back as a ghost?
ウォータースライダーは2人一緒に滑れるんだって。高低差18メートル、全長180メートルの中、最高速度40キロメートルで体をくっつけたら、揉み合ってどこ触っちゃうかわかんないわね。
Does she want my heart to explode? I get tingly just touching her hand. If it goes this far, no doubt I'll die instantly, come back as a heroic spirit, and become Tosaka's servant. Oh, funny you say that.
ね、
Oh,
これだけ言っても、私とはデートしたくないの？
I have never seen her sulk like that. That's adorable. How could anyone resist that? Tosaka lowers her eyes meekly. Realizing that I've been salivating, I swallow. I know I have to let Tosaka know that I see through the act she's putting on. I try to stare her down. Like hell am I gonna let myself be tricked so easily? She did try to make me clean her pool just moments ago. She will throw out some outrageous request the instant I agree, no doubt about it. This is bad. I feel like a fish on the chopping board, like a prisoner of Alcatraz. The price for going on a date with Tosaka is too high. No way I'll be able to repay it in this lifetime?
そんな美味しすぎる話信じられるわけないだろ
う。ええ、そうよ。私は性格悪いわよ。だから10日交換にデート中はシロを私に絶対服従させるわ。プールで丸1日こき使ってやるんだから、それくらい当然でしょ？
え？
Huh? What? Is that all there is to it?
なんだ、そんな条件でいいなら問題ないな。
ちょっとシロ、それでいいの？
それはもちろん。念のため聞くけど、遠坂こそそんなことでいいのか？
そんなことなんてことじゃないけど、シロがいいなら望むところよ。
なら決まりじゃんか。こんなことぐらいで遠坂と一日付き合えるなんて、とんでもなく得した気分だ。
Being Tosaka's slave is hardly different from the way things always are. Adding words like total or absolute in front doesn't make a difference.
そう、じゃあ約束ね。私以外のことは全部忘れて、私に絶対服従して楽し
む。改めて聞き直すととんでもない立場だが、わかった。楽しみにしてる。
My mind is already on the day of our date. What would Tosaka look like in her new swimsuit? As someone who has no interest in current fashion trends, I don't have the slightest clue.
ところで、セイバー連れてきていいか？
Jesus, Shirou!
ダメ、絶対服従よ。
Tosaka's mind is also on the day of our date. But that was a bit too cold.
いいわよ、覚悟してなさい。そんなふざけたこと言えないように思いっきり振り回してあげるんだから。
She whips away from me with a highly displeased expression on her face. Just like that, with a stroke of both good and bad luck, I get to go on a date with Tosaka at the pool. And yet, when I used to go out with Tosaka before, she'd always be fine with bringing Saber along, so what's with the sudden change of heart? Dude, you cannot be this fucking stupid. Alright, hey, cool. Rin date. Let's fucking go. Well, I know what we're doing tomorrow. There's nothing else, right? Nope. Alright, just a date with Rin. Tosaka and I made a promise to go to the pool together. It's true that my aim is now to see her in her swimsuit rather than play in the water, but that doesn't change the fact that we're going to the pool. It's a nice day out, and it's not like I've got anything to lose, so here goes.
登坂、ちょっといいか。
エミヤくん、いいわよ。
Tosaka's room is as disorganized as ever. I just started talking to her without setting the mood or anything, but with Tosaka, it's better to be straightforward. If I'm roundabout and asking her, she'll probably make unreasonable demands on me again.
やってきたのは他でもない。登坂、プールの約束覚えてるか？
シンとのワクワクザブーンのこと？
She goes speechless for about 5 seconds. It seems like she's recalling all the things we talked about that time.
そう。わざわざ自分から来たってことは、覚悟はできたってことかしら。
覚悟か。まあ、それなりには。
Seeing as it has come to this, I know I won't be able to face her at the pool with only half-hearted determination. Of course, the desire to see Tosaka half-naked is an ample source of resolve.
ならいいけど、エミヤくんこそ水着なんて持ってるの？一緒にいるのが学園指定の競泳用だっていうのはちょっと嫌よ。
ちゃんと用意してある。登坂の方こそうちのやつじゃないだろうな。
それじゃあご不満？
いや、そりゃこっちが不満というよりは登坂の方が不満というか難しいというか。
A school swimsuit would be no fun at all. I mean, that in itself is fine, since it does bring out the body's curves splendidly, but wouldn't one wear something more brilliant and showy for water leisure? Wait, that navy blue certainly has its charms. After all, simple is best, like the beauty of an unspoiled wildflower, right? You're going real buck wild for this in your head, Shirou.
なるほど。そういうことなら俺は別に。
Tosaka's fine with it, and there's nothing wrong with the school swimsuit.
ごめん、今の冗談だったんだけど。どうしたのよ、エミヤくん。いつもならやめろって慌てふためくのに、変に懐深かったりして。っていうか、さっきから変よ、すごく。落ち着いているようで落ち着いていない。
Maybe so. I'm going to the pool with Tosaka. I prepared myself for this, but there's no way I wouldn't be nervous at all. And now I'm thinking of what she'd look like in a swimsuit even while I'm talking to her. Not good. I'm getting anxious over nothing. Calm down. We're just going to a local indoor swimming pool. It's not as if it's a fight to the death.
よし、なんとか落ち着いた。とにかくお互い水着の用意はできてるんだな。なら待ったなしだ。今日これからプールに行こう。約束通り、登坂の水着を見せてくれ。
I mention it again. For some reason, Tosaka gulps and says,
いいわ、望むところよ。挑まれたからには答えなくちゃ。登坂の治るだし。けど
なんだよ。
私の話ちゃんと覚えてる？エミヤくん。このデートは10日交換。私の水着姿を見せる代わりにエミヤくんは私の言うことを必ず聞くのよ。それでも私の水着が見たい？
見たいってば。それを覚悟で誘いに来たんだから。
Isn't she the one who asked me if I was prepared in the first place?
分かってるわ。確認しただけ。いいわ。約束だからね。後でどんなに後悔しても聞いてあげないんだから。
And with that, she chases me from the room. Tosaka needs to get ready, so we'll meet by the doorway in half an hour. And that's how I set that promise into motion. You never know what might happen after all. Better sooner than later.
それじゃあ出かけてくるから、留守番よろしく。
みんな、お土産は期待しててね。
いや、行くのは信徒だし、あんまり洒落たお土産は無理じゃないか。
嘘、冗談だってば。ちょっと気分出しただけ。
And so, that pent-up cheerfulness gradually simmered down to a self-conscious silence. I expected nothing more from myself, but I didn't think Tosaka would be so quiet.
じゃあ行こうか。剣はもらい物のがあるから。
そうなの？ 得したわね。
What's this? Something's off. Tosaka's being unusually meek.
もう見えてきたわね、ワクワクザブー。情けない。今になって気にしだすなんて。
何か言ったか、父さが。
別に初めて行く場所だから面白ければいいなって。そういうエミヤ君は楽しそうね。
I guess Tosaka isn't interested in Waku Waku Splash at all right now. But then she seems to mull it over for a second, turns back to face me, and gets fired up.
よし、行きましょう。シロ、覚悟はいいわね。
いいよ。できてるって、初めから。
それじゃあ行くわよ。着替えたら首を洗って待っていなさい。
With that, Tosaka marches into Waku Waku Splash. Her bravado makes me feel like I'm watching a tank rolling off into battle. So that makes me the combat medic, following behind leisurely.
それじゃあ15分後、プールサイドで。
I split up with Tosaka at the locker rooms, get changed quickly, and check myself in the mirror before heading through the gate. You couldn't possibly expect the hot August sun in the middle of autumn.
Oh.
A blazing, blinding light greets the attending couples.
すごいな。本当にこんなのを作ってたんだ。
Artificial summer sunlight. Azure sparkling as far as the eye can see. As far as I could tell, the ad looked fake, but now I'm honestly impressed.
納得。こりゃ10月でも客が来るはずだ。
After all, it's like a tropical dome here. If they went this far to recreate the atmosphere of fun in the sun, I think anyone would want to relive their summer memories here.
よし。
I pull out a beach chair to wait for Tosaka. Compared to guys, girls take a long time to change. Tosaka's swimsuit, huh? I really want to see it, but maybe I should think about what absurd conditions she's going to lay on me. I can't get careless. On top of the amusements she gets out of humiliating me, her years of experience also give her an advantage. Well, whatever. No need to overthink things. For now, I'll just wait for her to come out. With her style and figure, Tosaka would definitely draw attention in public. With that much commotion, there's no way she could sneak up on... Just now, I think I glimpsed a Teru Teru Bozu doll in the corner of my eye. Oh, Riz.
だよな。
There's no mistake. That white figure fluttering over there is Tosaka. It's rather odd for a swimsuit.
おい、父さか。って逃げるな。
Tosaka stops at my call and reluctantly shuffles over.
大声出さないでよ。誰か知り合いがいたら困るじゃない。
何を今さら。父さかなら遠目でもすぐに
She
わ
is
かる。
pretty identifiable.
で、それはなんだ。
Tosaka is standing in front of me, covered in a white bath towel. It's like she's wearing a poncho. Don't tell me that's your swimsuit.
見てわからない？
わかると思う。ズバリ、それは我が家のバスタオルだ。
ああ、これはちょっとエミヤ君の借りたから。
That much is obvious. But it's not where the towel came from that I'm wondering about. I want to know what's under it.
父さか、約束通り、今日こそは父さかの水着姿を見せてもらうぞ。
こっちだってそのつもりよ。でもね、シロ、お互いフェアに行きましょう。
Fairly? Hiding behind a towel isn't fair to begin with. She likes using that word. I do not think it means what she thinks it means.
フェア？それはどういう？
だっていきなり私の水着姿を見たら交換条件を無条件で飲むってことになるじゃない。
He's prepared for that already.
エミヤ君にも判断する機会はあってしかるべきよ。
なるほど。そういうことか。
Maybe that's Tosaka's way of being nice. I thought she was just being random, but it turns out she's actually giving me one last chance to back out.
ふん。もし俺が飲まなかったらどうするんだよ、父さが。
それはあなたが気にしないでもいい事柄よ。 じゃあ契約開始ね。私からエミヤ君への条件は
I hold my breath, listening intently.
今日一日私の命令に絶対服従。
Oh, wait, that's it?
いいぞ。実にお安い御用だ。
絶対服従よ。絶対服従。サーバントよ、小松会よ、召使いよ。あなたちゃんと分かってるの？
分かってるってば。そんなの今までと似たようなもんじゃないか。
It's not much of a bargaining point if you ask me, but if that's all she wants, I'll gladly take it. And here I was afraid she was going to make impossible requests, or otherwise trap me in those evil genius schemes I know her all too well for. Nope, sometimes it's nice to be wrong.
言われてみればそうね。せっかくの水着の条件ならもっとひねりを加えた方が。
いや、ひねらなくていい。で、どうする？俺の方に遠坂が保険をかけたいなら誓約でも契約でもするけど。
そこまですることはないわよ。約束したらシローは逆らわないんだから。
She knows me well. Now it's a fair exchange. Which means it's Tosaka's turn. This is awkward. I feel like I'm on the verge of realizing a great accomplishment, but I can't make that last step. But at this rate, Tosaka will definitely get angry. I can't prove it, but I trust my instincts on this. I clear my throat once. She's being uncharacteristically timid, and you could cut the tension with a knife. But I have to say something.
じゃあ契約成立だな。なんだ。俺早く遠坂の水着姿が見たいんだけど。
My throat goes dry, like I've just swallowed dry ice. Wait, that would kill me. As if it were actually summer, the sounds of splashing waves are unbelievably loud.
バカ。
And... oh wow. The white towel falls away. Dazzling bright red. A supple body wrapped in crimson. Like lemon in tea, like birds in the sky, like salt and pepper near a frying pan. The swimsuit hugs Tosaka in like it was just meant to be. Crap, I'm blushing from all the stimulation. To be honest, I've always suspected that people like me are less interested in the opposite sex than they should be. But let me just say I've been proven wrong about all that right here.
どう？これでご満足？シロ？
Loading comments. I need to hurry and regain my senses and lock up the animal within me.
なんとか言いなさいよあんた。ちょっと。
いや、待った。ごめん。
いきなり謝るのはなしよ。で、どうなのシロ？
どうも何も美味しいものは美味しいとしか言えないようにだな。
Whoa.
もううまく言えないけど似合ってる。もったいないくらい似合ってる。
Sure, you might want to get those thoughts in order before you start just yammering them out like that.
面白い表現ね。それって私が水着に？それとも水着が私にもったいないくらい？
バカ！遠坂が俺にもったいないくらいに決まってるだろう。
ありがとう。けどそんなことないわよ、エミヤくん。あなたも十分立派だもの。そうね。女の子っぽく褒めるなら健康的なお色気ってところかしら。
She giggles happily. Wait, what's a hot build?
そりゃ体は鍛えてるけど、今の遠坂相手なら筋肉より背が欲しい。
If I was just about 5 centimeters taller, then Tosaka probably wouldn't be embarrassed to be seen with me.
大丈夫。その辺は今後の成長に期待させてもらうから。ありがとうね、シロ。
ありがとうってなんでさ。
いいの、秘密よ。さあ、取引交渉はこれにて成立。覚悟なさい。ここから遊びまくるわよ。
And so, We went back to treating her like a princess as usual. It's summer. It might be October, but there's no doubt that this world is soaking in summertime. The setup in this all-weather indoor resort isn't enough to describe it. This room, this atmosphere, is the essence of summer. I'm carrying a tray with tropical drinks. As for Tosaka,
ちょっとしたパラダイス気分ね。
she floats happily without a care in the world.
どうしたのエミヤくん。難しい顔してるわよ。
なんでもない。これが約束なんだから。
While Tosaka relaxes, I'm playing butler. Standing here patiently holding a tray in one hand must look particularly odd against the leisurely surroundings. As far as absolute obedience goes, this is well within my limits, but once I come to my senses, it's not like I'll have no regrets doing this at a neighborhood pool.
いいわね。あっちは新規臭くて気がめいってたから。
あっちってイギリスか？
そう。霧のロンドンって言えばロマンチックだけど、基本的に冷涼必順なところよ。あれなら花の都パリにあった方がいいのにね。それがダメなら温泉があるとことか。
なんだそりゃ。パリはともかく別府や草津の温泉保養地に魔術師が住んでるって。え？
鎌倉とかには分子に混じっていたって話よ。もっともおじい様の世代だけど。
Kamakura scholars. What century are we in again? Aside from Kiritsugu, Tosaka, and the Mato, I don't know much about the other magi in this country. It's the first I've heard of them.
ともかくあっちの太陽の少なさを実感すればやっぱりバカンスも行きたくなるわよ。やっぱり夏はいいわね。こうしてのんびりしてるだけですごく気が楽になるわ。
She slowly floats up and down. Tosaka seems to enjoy floating in the pool. The water's warm and the rhythm of the waves is soothing. Of course, I'm just standing in it.
シロー？
なんだ、もっと沖までこぎ出すか？
そうじゃなくて向こうに一緒に行ったらね。休暇の間にこっちに戻ってくるのもいいけど、一緒に向こうの海に行きましょう。
海か。イギリスって海水浴場あるのか？
あるけど砂浜の日光浴ばっかりで面白くないわよ。行くのなら南仏、コートダジュールかエーゲ海あたり。やっぱり地中海がゴージャスで花よね。
Tosaka banters on. Vacation in the Mediterranean, huh? As lame as it is, I can't think of anything besides a blue ocean and a white beach. And being alone with Tosaka... crap, I shouldn't imagine any further.
ずいぶん本格的だな。地中海ってどんな風なんだ？
それはもうきっと楽園みたいなところよ。
The hell was that face?
楽園ですか。昔日の姿は各夜ですね。
Ryder?
あの辺なら私も詳しいのです。クレタかミロス、パロスやナクサスですか？
I mean, you know, that is her home turf, but man, she really does just randomly show up here, huh? Wait, what was that? What was that? That strange answer filled with emotion.
うわ、なんで？
Ooh. Wow. An amazingly beautiful woman, one that would turn heads. She's wearing a swimsuit and not wearing glasses, but she's...
ライダー。
こんにちは、シロー、リン。ここでお会いするとは奇遇です。
Ryder, laughing and smiling in a swimsuit. Am I dreaming? I can even see her eyes, and I'm not turning into a chunk of rock.
ライダー、メガネじゃない。どうしてここに？
いえ、私も骨休みに遊びに来ていただけです。リンやシローと同じように。
Oh? Whenever she has free time, Ryder always seems to be so engrossed in reading, so having her come to the pool is a bit unexpected.
お二人のお邪魔をする気はなかったのですが、 私のコチのことをお話ししていたようなので、つい口を挟んでしまいました。
いや、そうだったよな。いや、でも
I observe Ryder's swimsuit as stealthily as I can. Seeing Tosako is enough to make my head blank already, and Ryder is no less competitive in that regard. Or rather, the effect is different. Hiding an ideal adult female figure with such little material should be considered criminal.
何か私におかしなところがありますか？
ない、全くない。完全だ。パーフェクト。
Translated into punch force equivalent, this one's coming in at around 1 ton.
そうですか。シローに褒めてもらえて自信が出ました。
Even if you ignore the swimsuit, having Ryder smile like this is rare. Being taken in by this sight is also a given.
いや、そうじゃなくて。ライダー、今日は一人か？
ええ。羽を伸ばしに来ただけです。リンとシローの監視のため私が尾行に来た。というのも面白そうですが、残念ながら今回は偶然です。
I see. To tail us. I can only think of one person who would ask that of Ryder.
さて、私はお邪魔でしょうから、あちらで泳いできます。お二人ともごゆっくり。エーゲのことが知りたいのでしたら、後ほど喜んで。
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I fucking love how they play with the sprites in this game. And without causing a single ripple, she disappears into the water, swimming away quickly. Her style is vaguely non-human-like, but also fitting. As I keep looking in her direction, she's not coming up. Ryder seems like a water serpent, vanishing swiftly into the water.
ちょっとエミヤくん。
Floating in her swim ring, Tosaka does not look happy.
いや、今ライダーがいてだな。
そうね、私もびっくりしたわ。まさか本当に知り合いに会うとは思ってなかったし。
ああ、すごかったな、ライダー。メガネしてなかったけど、石化の魔眼はどうしてんのかな？
ああ、それは大丈夫。あれは一生合わせ用にハードコンタクトも作ってみたんだけど、そんなことじゃなくて、エミヤくん、さっきは随分とライダーに見とれていたようじゃない？
Those sharp eyes of hers. I have to tread carefully. Looks like she's well aware of what her butler is doing, even if he's behind her back.
そうよね。私もライダーったらすごいなって思ったし。もう呆れる
Oh,
やら
you were
羨ましい
checking
や
her
ら。
out too?
うい、ご理解いただけると幸いです。
Still in absolute obedience mode, I reply butler-like.
じゃあ、ライダーのどこを最初に見た？
It's one hell of a question, Ren.
はて、どこと申されますと？
I'm losing my composure under the pressure of my master's, Tosaka's relentless interrogation. The spot that I looked at first is meant to be the part I was most fascinated with in all likelihood. It's really a difficult question.
いやね、エミヤくんと同じところ見てたのかなって興味があってさ。
それはもう、やはり。
If I lie, she'll definitely find out. It's only natural for a guy. So of course the very first thing I saw was...
顔が赤いわよ、エミヤくんったら。
そりゃ赤面もする。大体な、なんだ。
A pool is that sort of place. It's rude not to be fascinated by a woman's body.
お、ちゃんと正直に答えたよね。えらいえらい。
お褒めいただきありがたくって。そういう遠坂はどこなんだよ。
シロと同じかな。
She splashes and kicks her feet. I wonder, is she sulking?
あそこまで立派だとね、やっぱり負い目は感じちゃうわけ。それにライダーは全体があれでしょ？
The parts that should be out go out. The parts that should be in go in. The parts that should be long stretch out longer. Truly perfect body. I guess it's sort of how I feel about Archer or Lancer's height.
せっかく気合を入れてエミヤくんをあっと言わせようと思ったのにね。ま、ライダーじゃ仕方ないけど、相変わらずここ一番はケチがつくみたい。
Oh, Rin. She sighs.
そうか？ どっちが上かで言えば俺は遠坂の方が可愛いけど。
I try to get her to acknowledge the fact herself. Damn. I said it without thinking, and now I'm blushing at my own frankness.
あのな、遠坂。
I call out to break the unbearable silence. Lending a hand when their master is at a loss is the duty of a butler.
ライダーは確かに綺麗だったけど、最初に見た遠坂の水着姿ほどじゃなかった。
らしくもないお世辞ね。
お世辞じゃないぞ。そんな器用なことできるか。
That's right. Clumsiness, in its own way, knows when it's time to set things right.
いいか、どんなにライダーの水着姿が綺麗でもな、見ても実感が湧かないというか感心するだけだ。なんだ、ほら、ライダーには悪いんだが、富士山を見たりナイアガラの滝を見たりする感じ。
そうね、なんとなく言いたいことはわかるわ。
だろ？けど遠坂を見た時は素直に嬉しかった。胸やスタイルも勝つとか負けるとかじゃなくて、すごく遠坂らしくてうまい表現がないんだが。
I nervously stir the water around my waist. Tosaka is also watching me attentively as she floats.
ぶしつけに言うと、俺遠坂を見て興奮してるんだなって実感した。
こんなところで何言い出すのよ。もう。
It's just as embarrassing for me, so can't she put up with it for a bit? Wait, why am I seriously elaborating this?
直接的な意味じゃないぞ。とにかく遠坂は十分魅力的で、今も本当はドキドキしてて、ライダーのことは気にならないってこと。あと今日時間過ぎるの早すぎ。もう午後になっちまう。
I can't stop myself. I'm too embarrassed. I want to take this float and carry Tosaka away with it somewhere.
待て、落ち着く。すぐ落ち着く。
That is improper for a butler. I take 2 deep breaths.
以上、執事からの本音だ。こっちはそんな感じだから、遠坂に絶対服従でも文句はないし、それはそれで楽しい。
Serving someone I actually desire. There's a warm and fuzzy feeling of something like dominance emanating from it. I feel I have a lot to be embarrassed by in what I just said, but for now, I just clear my throat and assume my waiting position once more.
遠坂？
もう私だって白をほっぽってどっか行けないじゃない。
Murmuring something odd, Tosaka gets out of the float ring.
まだ手が焼けてしょうがないって言ったの。まあ悪いのはこっちだったんだけど。
Tosaka shrugs with indifference. That seemed to be a reflection not on me, but on Tosaka herself. And then...
遠坂？
いいからプールにいるんだもの。これぐらい普通でしょ。
Was this girl listening? I just confessed that I'm still excited, didn't I?
ああ、心拍数上がってる。本当に我慢してたんだ、エミヤくん。
そう言ってるだろ。なのでもうちょっと離れてください。
ダメ。それと今ので再認識しちゃった。エミヤくんはまだまだ未熟者で、そのおせっかい焼きはどうあっても私の仕事なんだって。こればっかりはライダーもセイバーも邪魔できない天職よね。
She smiles sweetly. Honestly, that smile alone fascinated me from the bottom of my heart.
まだまだ未熟者で悪かったですね。
I grumble in a butler voice.
ええ、悔しいなら私が取られて焦るようないい男に成長しなさい。その日を楽しみに待ってるわ、私のバトラーさん。
So that's also a part of the right of absolute obedience. To think that a full-fledged mage should also be a gentleman. I had no idea. This might be a really valuable pool date.
さて、未来の話はおしまい。今日は今日のプールを楽しみましょう。ほら来て、あっちにウォータースライダーとかあるじゃない。 まずはあれをやって、その後はあー、ビーチバレーまである。ライダー捕まえてバレーしましょう、バレー。
Yoo-hoo, she runs off merrily.
はいはい、お付き合いしましょう。
As a butler, the option of disobedience does not cross my mind. I too shall enjoy this to my heart's content. After all, there are less than 5 hours to go until closing time. I'm sure the afternoon will go by in the blink of an eye, just as the morning did.
Ah, 楽しんだ楽しんだ。
5万円か、遠坂。
I managed to keep up with Tosaka's over-the-top nonsense. In the end, we played beach volleyball with some oddly familiar-looking tough guys. Hey, that's the scene from Emiya Gohan. Except minus Saber. I was told to make us win, though even if she says something like that, I'm pretty sure our opponents weren't even human.
遠坂も随分真剣に戦ってたな。
勝負事は何でも手を抜かないのが書くんだからね。でも高さが足りなかったわね。
To beat those two in height would take someone like Kuzuki-sensei or the late priest Kotomine. And with Tosaka trying to match their momentum while wearing a bikini, the onlookers got very excited. To sum it up, we may have lost the game, but we won in style.
ああ、そうだ、遠坂。
どうしたの？下の商店街に行って買い物でもしてく用事があるの？
じゃなくて、俺の絶対服従の期限どうする？
The deal I made with Tosaka was for all of today. Returning from the pool, Tosaka has long since changed back into her regular clothes. Seeing as we had already left the place, it wouldn't be at all odd for the time limit to have passed.
まだ続けるか？
Absolute obedience for all of today. Taken literally, it could continue until midnight. Besides, I feel like I don't want it to ever end.
じゃ、契約は完了。これでいい？
As if to sever all ties to not leave any regrets, Tosaka states that definitively. Yeah, that's right. I agree.
よし。これから遠坂に反抗期の限りを尽くそう。
あら、シロウもそんなお年頃なのね。よしよし。師匠が弟子の悩みはちゃんと聞いてあげるわよ。
なんも変わらないじゃないか、やっぱり。
ただいま。
今戻ったさ。疲れた。
あ、お土産忘れたわね。
Oops.
マカデミアンナッツとかハワイアンまんじゅうとかあったのに。
そっか。それじゃ、それは次の機会ということで。
Oh, that was a very nice one. Alright, let's see. Nothing new here. Oh, we have something new on the third day at noon. Oh. Shirou's room with Sakura. Nothing special is happening. I guess I'll just go back to my room. Be nice to idle about in the living room and watch TV or something, but that wouldn't be nice to Saber and Ryder. Having no interest in either sports shows or travel programs, staying around would just be a burden on them.
What?
The door is open. Is someone taking care of the cleaning for me? It's not like being discovered would be an issue, but... Silencing my footsteps, I approach the doorway. Since Saber and Ryder are both in the living room, the one that remains...
あ、ビンゴ。
She's staring at my desk. I wonder what she's been up to. Now would be a good time to return to the living room quietly, but I'm kind of bothered by the expression on her face.
さくら？
Showing no signs of surprise, she turns to glare at me. As if it's her room that I've been peeking in, she looks obviously displeased.
いや、取り込み中？ならまた後で。
Pardon me for intruding. I step back despite the fact that the room in question is my own. Being pressured by Sakura in that state of mind, though.
先輩、 姉さんに脅されてるんですか？
What? Aren't you making too big a deal out of it? Come on now, me being threatened by Tosaka.
そうだよ。いつもそんなもんだけど。
嘘をつかないでください。だって先輩、わざわざ脅迫状を送りつけられてるじゃないで
Why
す
did
か。
you send a threatening letter? You aren't listening, are you, Sakura-san? A threatening letter, though? I do seem to remember the piece of paper she's holding.
さくら、それ。
すみません。先輩のお部屋をお掃除していて、偶然見つけてしまったんです。これ、姉さんの手紙ですよね。
Rereading it now, it does sound perfectly threatening. I'm not angry with this one, so you better come. If you don't come, I will kill you and go home. Alright, Rin. As you read it, you can't help but feel deathly omens starting to circle overhead.
そうか。それを見たんなら、さくらの誤解も当然だ。しかし、よく遠坂の手紙だって分かったな。
だってこの便箋、いえ、こんな手紙を書くのは冬木氏博といえ姉さんしかいませんから。
Sisterly love that knows no bounds indeed. Player Mato Sakura, first yellow card.
怒っていないからって書いてありますけど、あの姉さんが怒っていなくてこんな手紙を書くはずはありません。
さすがさくら、よく分かってる。
それに殺すって、これが脅迫状じゃなくて何だって言うんですか。
Well, it is crossed out, though. But it definitely would be bad if someone took it literally.
いくら姉さんでも許せません。先輩は
Sakura?
私が守ります。これって正当防衛で過剰防衛にはなりませんよね。
Let's calm down, Sakura. Sakura mutters, all riled up. If I don't clear up this misunderstanding, the consequences would be dire.
いや、大丈夫だぞ、さくら。俺は脅されてないし、遠坂が本気でこんな手紙書くわけないだろう。
嘘です。先輩、嘘をつかないでください。
Instant reply. That would be the second yellow card. In other words, pretty much a red card already.
いや、そうじゃなくてだな。いいから落ち着くんだ、さくら。遠坂は言動がひねくれてるからさ。あいつっていつもオーバーじゃないか。
Ah, looks like she remembered something. Her anger is subsiding.
そうですね。
それにな、それもらったのってずいぶん前の話なんだ。もうどうでもいいものだからガラクタに混じってたんだよ。
はあ、でも先輩、本当に大丈夫だったんですか？
ちゃんと手紙の指示に従ったからな。ということにしておいてほしい。もう一度こんなのをもらうのはごめんだ。
A letter written with a ruler, made from newspaper scraps, or a printout that looks like it's been copied about 20 times. Don't want any of those.
すみません先輩、ちょっと動転しちゃいました。
無理もない。普通はびっくりする。
でもこれ脅迫状じゃなかったら姉さんからのそのラブレターなんでしょうか？
I'm speechless. Normally, love letters and threatening letters are 180, or rather, 540-degree opposites of each other. Why would Sakura say that?
さくら、それは論理が飛躍しすぎてはいないだろうか。
だってですよ先輩、姉さんが怒ってないから先輩と二人っきりで会いたいって、合いびきのお誘いは普通ラブレターって言いませんか？
言わない。来なかったら殺すって書くラブレターなんかこの世のどこにもない。
Rather, it shouldn't exist in the first place.
姉さんなら書きますし、あります。
An iron bond so strong it's terrifying. The sisters that truly understand each other.
先 先輩だって取っておいたんだし、どう考えてもラブレターじゃないですか。いいなあ。私も先輩にラブレターを書けばよかったかな。
That was a sudden turn from hyper excited to warm and fuzzy just now.
ああ、いや、なんだ。そんなことでいいならいくらでも受け取るぞ。
Maybe it's the atmosphere, but I've just said something way out of character. The conversation coming to an abrupt end, we stare at each other, blushing and embarrassed.
本当ですか？
まあ、何か約束があったりしたらくれるとありがたいかなとか。
Words escape me. Finding it hard to look at each other straight, we both become aware of the fact that we're alone in the room. The subject. I gotta change the subject.
掃除してたんだよな、さくら。
そうでした。じゃあ続きを。
ああ、俺も手伝う。
Amidst the confusion, the priorities got mixed up in my head. Well, whatever. With this and that, the cleaning is about halfway done.
先輩、何か見つけましたか？
ああ、いや、チケットだ。映画かな。
The fact that they're here means that the screening is long since over, probably. Oh wait, these are actually admission tickets. Wait, is this the water park?
ワクワクザブーン。
Yeah.
無料招待券？
Water park date with Sakura!
シントのプール
We'll
だ。
have to do that in the next
き
episode.
っと藤姉がもらってきたんだな。
It's nice of her to bring them, but leaving them in a place like this isn't. Had it still been summer, we could have actually used them. What a waste.
あのプールですよね。年中無休で全天候型のウォーターリゾートって。
ああ、そういえばそうだったっけ。
Everlasting summer with neither autumn nor winter. That was their sales pitch, I think. Which means we could go there even now?
まだ有効期限は切れてないな。そういえば今年の夏は海に行かなかったし。さくら、水着はすぐ用意できるか？
はい。ちょうどこの間、なんでか新調しましたけど。
Oh yeah, they did go shopping with Saber or something. And I've yet to see Sakura in a swimsuit, so here's...
さくら、今度ここに行かないか。ただ券もあることだし。
本当ですか？
休みの日に時間があるなら。ここで見つかったのも何かの縁だろうし。
喜んでご一緒させていただきます。
よし、決まり。こういう申し込みこそラブレターにすればよかったな。
でも直接誘ってもらえる方が嬉しいです。
うん、そうか。
Alright then, now that the date is promised, Sakura's swimsuit. I'm really looking forward to it.
先輩、お掃除の続きしませんか？
そうだな。
Aw, that was cute. That one I'm looking forward to as well. Alright, is that what we're gonna do to... Oh, no, I guess it's not what we're doing today. I guess stuff at Ilya's cat. You know what? Let's do this. Since we do have some new stuff. Okay, so we got 2 of these. Okay, so we're probably just gonna end up doing, what, one more run through? Let's go see Ilya. I want to hear the truth from her. In a place like this, nobody will interfere. Even waves of the reopened Holy Grail War will not reach this castle. Ilya's nowhere in sight. Somehow, I get the feeling that she's waiting at the courtyard. Should I call out to her, or should I go there?
あれ、こんにちは、シロ。今日はどうしたの？
Hey, Ilya.
遊んでくれるって約束はしてなかったはずだけど。
Before I had a chance to call for her, Ilya had already appeared in the salon. Her timing is so good, it's almost as if she read my mind.
ああ、約束はないんだけど話がしたくなったんだ。イリア、 隠し事はなしで教えてほしいんだが。
I get to the point straight away. All my hesitation disappeared once I made this decision. Resolving myself, I look straight at Ilya and...
教えてほしいんだけど。
あれ、なんだ。
My mouth gapes wide. I forgot what I was going to ask. No, I didn't know what I wanted to ask from the start.
おかしいな。何かイリアと真面目な話をしなくちゃいけない気がしてたんだけど。
気がしてたけど忘れちゃったのね。大丈夫、それならいつか思いつくわ。忘れ物はある日ひょっこり思い出すものだもの。
そうかな。悪い。次はちゃんと思い出す。
Her smile encourages me, causing my strange sense of unease to vanish.
ねえシロ、その様子じゃ午後の予定はないんでしょ？ならお茶にしましょう。待ってて、すぐセラに準備させるから。
まあ、お茶を飲むのも話をするのも一緒か。
Still not entirely satisfied with that, I sit in a chair. It's still early, but since we're in such a beautiful lounge. Just like Ilya said, drinking tea in the afternoon isn't bad at all. Okay. Oh, something new, stay the night. Try my best. Now that I'm alone in here, the first thing I'll do is check out the room. It's not all that bad being shut up in here this way. But the fact that Sella seemed to enjoy it so much is another story.
罠とかないよな。
No ceiling that will descend and crush me, or briars that will grow out of the floor, or walls that will close in on me, or water that will flood in. Right?
よし、セーフ。
After investigating the room and finding it free of any traps, either modern or antiquated, I feel safe for the time being.
そこまで鬼ではなかったか、セラ。よかった。疲れてるし、今日はもう。
I'll just fall asleep in here. Man is the kind of animal that, if he really puts his mind to it, can sleep just about anywhere.
シロ、ここにいるの？
イリア。
I sit up from the floor at the arrival of a sudden visitor. In through the door comes Ilya. After a glance at my surroundings,
物置で何してるの？シロって土蔵とかこういうところじゃないと落ち着かない体質？
違う。ここが俺の寝室。
looking what must be somewhat desperate, I hold in a yawn as I answer her. Ooh, she's definitely shocked now.
下にたくさん客室あるのに、もしかしてシロ遠慮してここを選んだの？
いや、セラがエミヤ様の寝室はこちらですって有無を言わさず。
もうセラったらまたおかしな真似して、シロにこんな物置をあてがうなんて。
そうだな。でもベッドを用意してくれただけでも譲歩だと思う。
You must not, milady. A doghouse is more than appropriate for an underfed dog that might bite you at any moment. Albeit lacking in taste as he is, I'm sure he will voice no objections to it. Ha 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 ha.
まったく私に恥をかかせて。シロ、こんなところにいることないわ。
Burning with righteous indignation, Ilya pulls me towards the door by hand. But...
いけません、お嬢様。
Sella, what the fuck? The dark maid appears without a sound. Can these maids just appear at will anywhere in the castle or something? And although her uniform is mostly white, it's certainly appropriate to call her dark.
セラ、
そもそも宇治素性の知れぬ下々の者にお嬢様のご向上はもったいなく、本来は犬小屋に押し込めるべきところをあえてこの部屋を、それもわざわざ寝袋まで用意して差し上げたのです。
Ah yes, I'm sure it was a great pain to secure a sleeping bag, Sella.
アインツベルンのもてなしとして十分だと判断しますが。
Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going.
セラ、下の客室すぐに用意なさい。
お嬢様、
こんなところにシロを寝かせておくわけにはいきません。彼は私の客です。
ですが大旦那様には部外の者をみだりにこの城に泊めることは禁じられて。
Not good. This is turning into a quarrel between Sella and Ilya.
二人とも
After clearing my throat to draw their attention, I speak up.
いや、俺はこれでいいよ。
シロ？
屋根もあるし、窓もはまってるし、寝袋に穴も開いてないし、一晩の宿なら十分だ。森の廃墟で寝ることに比べれば大したことじゃない。
感服いたしました。エミヤ様は物を見る目が終わりになる。
Sella slowly nods. She seems almost sincere. The key word being almost.
そういうわけで今日はここで寝るよ。豪勢な夕食だったし、それを思えばこれぐらいどうってことない。
そう、シロ。
エミヤ様もご納得の様子で安堵いたしました。それではお嬢様、消灯の時間です。お部屋に戻りましょう。
あ、じゃあな、イリア。
うん。それじゃあまたね。
I noticed that neither of them said goodnight. You've got to admit, as a bedroom, this place is severely lacking in creature comforts. Hold on a second. Stupid fucking cat. All I have to do for it to stop bothering me is fall asleep. The creaking of a hinge reaches my ears. Just as I was finally starting to fall asleep, too. The moment I thought that, I realized someone else had come into the room.
お兄ちゃん、起きてる？
イリア。
She came here alone this late at night?
ああ、起きてる。もしかしてさっきのことで。
そうよ。今ならセラもいないでしょ。さっきは気を使ってくれたけど、私やっぱりこんなところにシロを寝かせるのは嫌。
イリア。
She came all this way alone through the dark of the castle night just for me. Refusing her after all that would be more impolite than anything.
俺もバカだな。初めっから好意に甘えればよかった。それで俺はどこに行けばいいんだ？
すぐ近くだよ。私の部屋で一緒に寝よう、お兄ちゃん。
Huh. Ilya's room, huh? Sounds good to me. What did she say? Sleeping in her room? And together at that? You idiot, she's like your little sister. No, wait, if that's the case, then what's the problem? I mean, Ilya may be small, but she's still a lady. There's definitely a problem with just jumping into bed with her there. Though really, this whole situation has nothing but one big problem.
どうしたの、シロ？目に落ち着きがないけど。
Nothing's wrong, and yet an incredibly ominous feeling is clinging to me. I can't go, and yet I can't tell her that I won't.
シロは私の部屋が嫌なの？昔閉じ込めたりしたから？
I mean, that is true.
いや、それは関係ないんだけど。
もし私の部屋に来てくれないなら、私もここで寝るんだから。
Thump. She flops onto the cheap air mattress. I've decided. I can't allow Ilya to sleep in a place like this. Fucking, what are you doing, cat? Jump up into my lap when I'm recording. Fucking pain in the ass.
そうだな。あれ、イリアの言葉に甘えさせてもらっていいか？
もちろん。やったー。今夜はずっと一緒だね、シロ。
She's in a good mood. If that's all it takes to make her happy, then this must have been the right choice. Right? That prison cell, I mean temporary guest room, can't even be compared to the gorgeous bedroom that I find myself in. Sleeping here with Ilya would be much more relaxing than spending the night alone in that room. Or so I thought, anyway.
シロあっち向いてて。
え？
この格好で眠るわけにいかないでしょ。ちょっと着替えるから。
Ah, that's right. It's different for her.
どうしたんだよ、イリア。
もしかして私の着替えを見たい？お兄ちゃんならいいよ。
Let's not do that. Hey now, what the hell do you think you're saying? Ilya may not be quite old enough to feel it, but there should be some natural shyness between a boy and a girl.
はいはい。そういうことでシロをからかっても面白くはないわね。じゃあ、あっち向いててね。
Oh, shit. Where's the history? There we go. Do she tells me. True, part of me does regret the missed opportunity. With that, silence returns to envelop the room. I hear the rustling of clothes. And after that, I sense her slipping under the covers behind my back.
はい。いいよ、お兄ちゃん。
Aww. Ilya and I lie in bed side by side. Even if we both stretch out our arms and legs, there's room to spare.
ねえ、もっとそっち行っていい？
いいぞ。というか、広すぎて寄り添わないと隙間風が入っちまう。俺のせいでイリアが風邪ひいたら、セラとリズに合わせる顔がないよ。
そうよね。じゃあ、本当に遠慮なしで。
Her body snuggles close to mine. Her laughter, though colored with a slight shyness, is happy. Coming here was the right thing to do. This bed is too big and cold for such a small girl to sleep in alone.
シロの体温、ちょっと厚めだね。なんか湯たんぽみたい。
湯たんぽって、また古い道具知ってるんだな、イリア。
ええ、キリツグがね、あっちにいる時にお母様に話してたのは、思ったよりここは寒い、湯たんぽが恋しいって。その気持ち、今ならちょっとだけ分かってあげてもいいかな。
Ilya nestles closer, rubbing her cheek against my chest. The way she's holding on to me, I almost feel like a big teddy bear. Speaking of which, this room sure has a lot of them.
いつもはぬいぐるみを抱いて寝たりするのか？
ボニファーチウスやオットー？時々ね。
I see she's still thinking up some pretty unique names for them. The thought of Ilya dressed in her pajamas and cuddling up to a teddy bear is a lovely image, but also a very lonely one.
そうだ、初めて見るよね、私のパジャマ。どうかな？似合ってるかな？
I pat her suddenly inquisitive head. Her hair is smooth and fine as any silk. She smiles under my hand and snuggles up against it.
かわいいぞ。童話に出てくるお姫様みたいだ。
今までね、そう言ってくれる人って誰もいなかったから。
Gentle warmth has begun to permeate Ilya's little body. She should be able to drift off into a peaceful sleep now.
お兄ちゃん、
なんだ？
子供の頃、一緒に誰かと眠ったことってある？
Long ago, Kiritsugu had the tendency to take off on long journeys at a moment's notice, so he wasn't around much. And Fujine didn't stay over much back then, so I don't really have any memories like that.
イリアこそお母さんと一緒だったか？
It seemed like a normal response to her question. But as the words left my mouth, I felt her tighten her hold on my chest. Her body went rigid, as though out of fear. I gently stroked her back to comfort her.
悪い。 変なことを聞いた。俺も誰かと一緒に寝ることがなかったから緊張してる。
At last, the tension fades from Ilya's body. Her faint warmth and gentle, sleepy breaths resume.
いつも一人っきりでベッドに入ってたから冷たかった。今はお兄ちゃんと一緒だからあったかくて気持ちいいから。
A yawn follows on the heels of her drowsy proclamation.
今はもう夢物語だけど、これからずっとシロウと一緒に眠れたのなら私は幸せだったのかな。
Half of what she's saying at this point must be sleep talk, but I know she means it. Through her drowsiness, Ilya speaks almost as if to someone who's no longer here.
そっか。けどいつもは困るな。俺寝相が悪いかもしれないし、その度にイリアを幻滅させちまいそうだ。
知ってるわ。でもそんなのいくらでも直してあげるから安心して。
I feel her wrap me tighter into her embrace. The warmth has permeated my body too, and I can feel my eyelids growing heavy. I feel like I'm hearing my own voice from somewhere far away, as though it belongs to another person.
シロウは私が一緒じゃないと。
The words of the half-asleep Ilya tickle my ears. Her body is faintly warm and soft like a kitten's.
そろそろ寝ようか、イリア。
そうだね。シロウの毎日はこれからまだまだ続いていくんだもの。それじゃあまた明日ね、お兄ちゃん。
Sounding well satisfied, her voice fades to a murmur before gentle sleeping breaths replace it. Feeling her body temperature against me, my consciousness drifts from reality into a happy dream. The night of the fourth day wears on. I lie submerged in a happiness gentle enough to bring tears to my eyes. In the midst of the many ends now approaching, this slumber remains the only point of pure, unclouded bliss. Which is why it's a little sad. Because if it is this perfect, the loss when I next open my eyes will be the greatest yet in these many new beginnings. Aww. That ended on a little bit of a somber note, but that was really cute. Alright, so in the next one, I'll end things off here. In the next one, we will go on the pool date with Sakura. So, I'll see you all then. Bye!